I think I have myself on mute. Can you hear me now? Okay, great. So I was saying hello. Thank you for joining me. Hope you gave a thumbs up. And what are you all working on tonight? I was trying to find me some music since I was sitting here and no one was on that YouTube wouldn't ding me for. I don't want to get any dings because one day, hopefully, I'll be monetized. But if you use the wrong music, they will take that away from you. It was so funny. I was watching Crystal Aberdeen, Aberveen. Oh, I never say her name right. But she had music on some of her videos, and they were approved videos from YouTube, but YouTube still dinged her. But I'm sure she fought it. So I usually try not to mess around with it. Oh, thank you so much. It was a chore to get to that 1K, but of course some of my Yarny friends helped me out because you can't do this without help. This is definitely not, you can't be on your own. You can't be on your own island. You need to invite some people to your island. I was very, very happy to see that finally, right before my 1 year anniversary. It's amazing how when you see how fast some channels grow. But as long as mine grows, that's all that's important to me. And people still come to watch my videos and join me on my lives. Because I don't have this is not my full-time job yet. Hopefully it will be in the future. But my other full-time job is the one that pays the bills, and that's the one I have to dedicate the majority of my time to. I would love to play. I would love to. I don't even think that's allowed. I don't even know if they even allow that on YouTube. I would certainly be playing it all of the time. That would be on all of my videos. I should see if they even have it on there. That'd be funny. I am working on yet another cardigan. I made a cardigan for a friend, and I used the Super Saver stripes. This is the one I'm using. You can't see all of it. Let me get another one. But hers was the like yellows and oranges, and it's all sunny looking. And I was like, oh, I should do, because she lives in the Houston area in Texas, and she sent me a picture saying that, oh, it's finally cold enough for me to wear my favorite sweater. I was like, oh, I should make one for myself. So this is the one. What is this? It's called Polo. Yeah, Polo stripes. So that's the one I got for myself. But I started making it, and then I didn't like the gold tone. The jewel tones in it, Then I started separating it um, with just the the other jewel. Like I didn't like I don't know why I didn't like it. I like it when I look at it together. So I have been playing around with this, so I said, forget it. I'm just going to make it just as it comes out of the skein and be happy. Because that's just way too much work to keep separating all those colors. So hopefully one day, because I don't think I've finished. This is the second or third cardigan that I've started and haven't finished one yet. I was working on Juju Jojo, or is it Jojo Juju? I can't remember. Okay. Hi, Cool Crafty Creations. Thanks for joining me. Hope you did a thumbs up when you came in. Let me see. Let me find that thing. I have to look up the name again because the name is foreign to me. I've seen it before, but it's not, I've seen people wear it, but because I'm in South Florida, you don't usually see these things. So I was like, what is that? I've never seen I've never seen that name before. It's called Balak lava. Balak lava, I think. Anyway, this thing. So it's the hat attached to the scarf. And I've seen them before and I was like, oh, they look so creepy to me. But I made it in orange because this I know people that hunt, they always wear orange so that the other hunters will see them and they won't get shot. So I made it, but it's so small. And I was like, I followed her directions, but this seems awfully small and it's very tight. So I don't know. It'll be great for a child though. But it was fun to make and put it together. And she has a great way to put the cowl part of it together, but I have yet to master that. So mine has a nice little ridge, raggedy look, I guess, to it instead of a smooth round like that is. But I was happy to do it, but I was hoping it would be big enough for an adult, but I don't know. I don't know if I did something wrong, but I followed her directions. But it was fun. It was something. Okay, it's JoJo Juju. That's her name, JoJo Juju. She does a lot of stuff on the Addies. That's a matter of fact, I don't think I've seen her do anything but everything on her channel is the Addie or the Centro. So I think I'm gonna email her and say, is this thing supposed to be this small? Because she showed a picture of an adult with the cowl on, but I couldn't even get that thing over my head. I don't think I have a huge head, but it didn't go over. So, and it's so weird because I make hats on the Centro and they seem to be fine. And I even made a bigger hat. Well, I think I made it longer, but it's still. But the thing is, will fit your head, but for some reason, the two of them together, as you can see, the cowl part of it is smaller. So I don't know. I'll still put it together though. So what is going on with you all? No one's saying anything. You're all so quiet. I'm the chatterbox. I was watching the news, as I always do. And of course, in Florida, two young ladies decided they were going to dress up as old people, old ladies, so they could get the vaccine. Just jumped the line. Two 20-something-year-old healthy women want to jump the line, and they got caught. So apparently, some way, somehow, they got their first vaccine, probably doing that same thing. And this time they were coming to get their second vaccine. And I guess somebody looked at them and like, this is fishy. And they called the police on them. So they didn't get their second vaccine. But I thought that was ridiculous. You have so many elderly people in this state still on a list, still waiting, trying to get a vaccine. And then you have these 20-something-year-olds that have access to all the technology and they just take advantage of it. But that's the story of America. If somebody can scam, that's what they will do. And it's very sad. And Texas is, whoo, I don't know. I did not know that they had their own grid, electrical grid, which makes sense since they got all the oil and such. But unfortunately, they haven't done their due diligence because it's not the first time they've had cold weather before in that state. And they've had this problem before. This one just happens to be much worse than the others. And they're more concerned about making a dollar than taking care of the citizens in that state. Now you have all these people lost their lives, lost their homes, lost their jobs, lost their children. Now, I saw that story about the little 7-year-old. They show one day he's out playing in the snow, and the next day they find him dead because probably froze. I'm sure it was hypothermia because they didn't have any heat. Very, very sad. Very sad. I can't imagine waking up to my 7-year-old being dead. I just can't even imagine. But that is where that state is. I hope they get all their power back on, and I hope those people that are in charge will take some time and figure out how they're going to get their grid winterized, weatherized, or whatever the heck it is. Then I heard on the news that people are now being charged thousands of dollars on their electric bill because of this. Because I was like, how are you going to charge people for electricity that you all haven't provided to them? Oh, CJ, let me see. Wait a minute. Oh, Cool Crafty says she has to wait 2 more months because she contracted the virus back in December. Well, I'm glad you survived it. Oh man. CJ Spicy, I'm making the ear warmer and headband on my loops and threads, following JoJo. Oh, you follow her too. And the fingerless gloves. Cool. Yes, Cool Crafty. What part of Texas are you in, Cool Crafty? And what's your first name? Okay, now you can't even tell it snowed. It's all gone. The sun was out today and the temperature was 60. Oh, that's a good thing. Power came back on for us. Oh, you're in San Antonio. Okay. I heard that El Paso is the only part of that state that is not on that grid, so they fared very well compared to the other parts of the state. I said, well, at least somebody was smart enough in that state to realize, hey, they probably did that after that first fiasco. And they said, we're going to jump ship. You all can have that. But when I heard they were talking about charging people thousands of dollars for electricity, I was like, that is so wrong. And I don't know if I guess they can't even fight it. I'm sure they'll try, because I'm sure if I was in that state and they gave me a bill that high, I'm gonna say, you all, nope, not at all. They showed one family, they got a bill for over $600 for 4 days. 4 days. That is absurd. Oh, okay. Hi, Crystal. Okay, yeah. See, yeah. See, El Paso learned from the 10 years ago when it happened, because everybody's like, "Oh my God, this is the worst I've ever seen." I said, "No," because I was thinking, I said, "That's not the worst. They've had this problem. This is just the worst because it hit this whole state rather than some spots here and there. It's just horrible, just horrible." I was telling my friend, I was like, I can cool off. It can be hot. I can cool off, but there is not enough clothes in the world to keep me warm, because I just can't even imagine being constantly cold. That's that's just, mm-mm. But I am praying every day that these people weatherize this grid. So, we don't know. The weather changes all the time. Our weather got cool today. It was in the low 70s. And all the rest during this whole week, it's been in the 80s. And then it dropped a little into the 70s because there's a cold front. And it snowed in Florida before. It was in 77, but it snowed. So it's not like these things can't happen. You don't know what Mother Nature has on her mind. We just have to roll with the punches whenever it happens. I don't mind the heat because I don't spend much time out there. But I just, not the cold. No, thank you. Oh, you're originally from Detroit. Been in Texas 9 years now. Detroit gets really cold. And see, for Detroit, that they're used to it. I mean, wintertime is wintertime. They expect that kind of stuff. When you see um, when it's all warming up and all the pipes are bursting in the homes, and it's terrible. And then for their senator to decide, oh, let's go to Mexico. My family's cold. We can afford this. Let's go pay $300 a night. Let's wait it out and see if it gets warmer by Sunday. Then we'll go back. It's like, man, I can see that happening right here in Florida, because we got the same kind of people that Texas has. They don't care about the constituents, only care about them when they're trying to run for election. And then throw your children under the bus. Well, the kids wanted to go. Children. Anyway, let me get off of that, because I will go on a tangent. I saw another news story. The school board in Colorado, I think it was, all the school board members were on a Zoom call talking about the parents, how the parents want their babysitters back. And they were just going on a tangent, ha ha, and chi-chiing with each other, laughing about the parents. and it was being broadcast for all to hear. They all resigned. I'm sure if they hadn't resigned, they'd been fired. Let me see. Let me see. Vivian says, I have a couple of cousins that live in Texas and we finally heard from them. Oh, wow. I hope they're okay. Hope they're getting their heat back or water or whatever. That's crazy. Oh, yeah, you were born in the 60s, so you know what to do. Yeah. It's just like us down here in the South. We know when it's really hot outside. You just can't be hanging out in the heat. You're gonna have to make sure you well hydrated and get in some shade if you can. And when we have our hurricanes, I mean, people that come here who've never gone through a hurricane, they all freaked out. But us that have lived here forever, we know you need. I have a bin in my garage, and I go through it every year. I fill it up with all the supplies that we'll need if we lose electricity. And I put the foods and the canned goods and chips and toiletry items, things that we would need if we did go through a really bad hurricane, or if I lost my roof, my electricity, any of that stuff. We're ready for it. You buy a whole lot of water. You always keep water. And when we go into hurricane season, I'll freeze some of the water. If a hurricane is coming, I'll put some of the water in the freezer because I'm on the corner of my road, the road that I live on. I'm the house on the corner. And for some reason, everybody gets their power back before me. Now that they've changed out my power grid thing, I'm hoping I won't have that problem. But when we had Hurricane Wilma, I think it was Hurricane Wilma, I lost power for 10 days. And my parents, they live on another side of the city. They didn't lose any power because they're on the grid where the hospital is. So they didn't lose any power. So I could go over there, and I left my daughter over there, and I just stayed over at the house, and I would go over there and take showers and stuff. But um, it's not. We expect to have a hurricane, and then when we don't, we're like, great, that was a good year. We didn't have a hurricane, but you prepare for it. But unfortunately, the people in Texas, there's nothing they can prepare for because their people in charge didn't prepare for it. So you can't blame the citizens, you blame the leadership. So, I that boggled my mind. When I was listening to the news, I was like, what? They didn't, and they knew about this and they were told to do it? Something's wrong with them. Because they're the naysayers. Oh no, that'll never happen again. hmm Yep, yep, that's what they say. Oh, you're in Flint, Michigan? Oh, okay. She said she left in 2012 and never looked back. Oh goodness. But what? They were buying beer, wine, and soda. Well, I guess they wanted something to. Yeah, beer, wine, and soda definitely not gonna. You need water. You need some clear water to keep your kidneys functioning well. Stay hydrated. Yeah, I always keep water. I have to go over to Costco. I love when they have the dollar off sale so I can get my Zephyr Hill and just I usually buy 5 at a time. Now I'm at the point where I can't even lift those things. So I try to track down one of the guys to lift the what do you call them? The cases. Lift the cases up for me. But you must have water. I wouldn't even think to buy any of that stuff in a crisis. It'd be the furthest thing from my mind. And to think, of course, with all that bad weather throughout the whole country, that slowed down people getting vaccinated. Now there's a big push to get more people vaccinated as they are able to get the vaccines in now. But those two women in Florida, I'm never going to forget that. I was like, when they showed them in their little costumes they had on, I was like, you women are some bold women. I wouldn't even think to do something like that. That was the funniest thing. So I don't know what they're going to do with them now, but hopefully they have learned a lesson. You can't always beat the system. Yeah, I saw that the stores, as soon as one lady they interviewed, she says, if you're not here at 6 a.m., there won't be anything to get. And they have price gouging going on there too, just like here in Florida. When the hurricanes come, there's so much price gouging. Not to mention the contractors that'll come here and take people's money and then just leave the state. You never see them again, but they ran off with people's money. It's very sad how crooked people are, and it usually are elderly people that they do that to, who don't have any recourse. It's sad, but the price gouging is the worst. And I noticed that our gas prices have gone up again, and I'm sure it's because of the situation with Texas. But lucky for me, I don't have to do a lot of driving. I filled up today, and I'm probably good for a month because I only drive in my. I really don't do much driving because I work from home, so I don't do a lot of driving anymore. Go to the store only when I have to. But I think I was listening to, I think it was the guy that used to be in charge of the education, or maybe it was somebody. I don't know who. Yeah, I think it was the guy from that used to be in charge of the education when President Obama was in office, and he was taught. They were, because the big issue now is getting teachers back to work and getting kids back in school, and the teachers are like, well, shouldn't we be considered not first responders, priority, because if you want us to, open up schools, you need to make sure we all get vaccinated. So I know that's one of the pushes, but he was saying another reason is because I don't know if it's Las Vegas or Nevada. I think he said Las Vegas, but um, they've had a lot of children commit suicide, and so that is one of the other reasons why he said that they had a big push to open up the schools, because these kids just, and of course I'm older and I don't mind being in the house. I mean, it hasn't bothered me because I don't really go anywhere anyway when I before the pandemic, except for the football games, and that was all. I didn't, I opted out not to go this year, or actually last season, to the games, because it they didn't know enough about corona for me to be sitting around anybody I didn't know. And So for me, it's no big deal. But when you're a young child and you're used to being around your friends, and especially teenagers, they're so social, and now you're stuck in the house with your parents who you don't like anyway, just because they're your parents. um, and you don't have that social interaction with people your own age. I can see it being very, very difficult for them. But I think it's very sad, that a young person takes his or her life. I know depression is real, and that just uh, I don't know. It's hard. It's hard. I just pray for their souls and pray for their families, because I cannot even imagine losing a child in that manner, or in any manner, because a loss is a loss. No matter how they go, a loss is a loss. So I hope that in the they were interviewing people in Pennsylvania, and they were talking about, they have schools that no money has been put into them, because people don't realize your zip code really determines how much funding goes towards schools and roads and all of that stuff. So if you are in a zip code where you don't have people that are contributing, as far as state tax, sales tax, city tax, whatever taxes they use for that funding, then you are not going to get a lot of stuff. And that's the sad thing, is that a lot of these schools in these poor neighborhoods don't get any kind of funding, and they are falling apart. They don't have running water sometimes. It's messed up. So now they're saying, oh, well, the only way we can do it is they have to have adequate ventilation. And so their solution for ventilation in the wintertime is to open up the window and put a fan in. No, you can't do that. That is not feasible. But that's what they are resorting to in order to open up schools. I think that's crazy, really crazy. Mhm. Let me see. Yep, now they can't get the second shot. That's right. Yep, lots of price gouging going on. Yeah. Yes, they use any little thing to go up on those gas prices. They do. Oh, you travel for a living, so you see all of that. Whoo! Oh, wow. You have angel wings. That's what I say. Anybody that deals with children, disabled people, I always say you have angel wings, because that is a hard job. I'm a nurse, but I don't consider me having angel wings. I think people that do stuff like that, you all definitely have angel wings. Do I coupon? Coupon for what? Hey, Lori, how are you tonight? You're doing dinner. Always you're doing dinner. What did you miss me rambling on about the news stories? That's pretty much all. Yeah, they price gouge big time when it's crazy. And I heard they said they had hotels that were charging people $1,000 a night. Crazy. People are desperate, and somebody wants to make an extra buck off of desperation. It's not like the hotel is going to be any different if you paid the $100 or the $1,000. It's still going to be a hotel. The only difference is you all happen to have some power, and people can stay warm. And I think that's what they should think about. The human being. How would you feel if you were in their situation? What do you mean? Do I coupon? Let me see. Oh, yeah, you no, it's not just do it. That I mean, you're taking on a true responsibility because, it's a tough world out here, and if you aren't mentally able and you're challenged, people take advantage of us that aren't challenged. So you can imagine how people that are mentally disabled are challenged. One of my coworkers, when I used to work at the hospital, she became a foster parent, and I was like, "Wow, no way I could be a foster parent." I couldn't imagine having children coming in and out of my house because you get attached to them. I mean, if they stick around long enough, you get attached to them, and that's one of the downsides of being a foster parent is you'll get attached to them, and the kids will get attached to you. And my bestie, he was a foster parent too. Uh, I always say people that do things like that have angel wings. You have to have a big heart to do that kind of stuff. I have a big heart, but um, I don't have the big enough heart to do that. So I would definitely get attached and then just break my heart when they have to go. And sometimes the children are so messed up from their situations, you can't even break through to them. They are guarded and very angry and don't trust anybody. But there are those who can get through, and you get to see them become young men or young women and grow up and become good citizens. And that's what we want, even for our own children, to be good citizens. We want to be good citizens. Ah, let me see. Lori says she's pretty good. Spent the day with her mom and then spent a bunch of money. Uh-oh, a bunch of money. We don't have these. Is it Ollie's? We don't have an Ollie's here. Uh, I hate when they are taken advantage of. So the job helps me ensure that they are being treated with the best of care. That's good. Yeah, we don't have an Ollie's here. I see that a lot of people talk about that yarn. I know the Dollar Trees have they started carrying their own yarn, but they're small little baby skeins. So I would love for them to get some big bulky skeins for a buck. That would be great. But I think they do every now and again because my niece had bought me like tons of yarn from the Dollar Tree about 3 or 4 Christmases ago, and they were Caron Simply Soft and some bulky yarns. I think that's what. Yeah, I think that's. I can't remember what else. I just remember the Caron Simply Soft, and I can't remember who the bulky weight yarn was. But she got it all from the Dollar Tree. So I got like I think it was 30 skeins of yarn she bought for me. And Caron Simply Soft yarn is about now I think it's about $5. I think about probably $4 back then. Matter of fact, I don't even know where because I made myself a shawl and I remember wearing it to Texas. Now I don't even know where it is. That is so crazy. I have no idea where that shawl. I'm sure I have it in a bin somewhere. because I don't, especially now since I haven't traveled. I was in Texas last year, um, end of February, right at the beginning of COVID-19 pandemic. I went for the rodeo for the all you can eat and drink. We had such a good time. It was so much fun. And that was on my list to do every year. And then COVID. COVID put a damper on all of my travels, all of my but you know what? It allows me to put aside some money so that I can have a much better time the next time I go. Wherever I decide to go. I still want to go to Alaska. That was a trip that I wanted to go this year, but I won't be going. They have to get this pandemic under control. And we in the Florida now we have both. I think we have both variants: the South African variant and what was the other one? I can't even remember what the other one was. Is that the one from England? I can't even remember. Get lost. Ooh, they have the red heart metallic in different colors. Oh, I love the red heart metallic. I love it. Now I'm going to have to go and see if they have. Wonder if you can get it off. I'm sure they must have a website. I love that metallic yarn. I made yep, I see my purple shawl over there. And I made, oh, that gray wrap that you see on one of my pictures. I made that with the metallic. I love that metallic yarn. The Mobius wrap. Mobius. Mobius? Is that how you say it? So weird. I remember Alicia of Little John's Yarn saying, I never worried about these words. I never said these words out loud before. Now I can't say them. That's how I am now with the Mobius. Is it Mobius or Mobi? Yeah, Mobius. Mm-hmm. Oh, I've been so overworked and underpaid this week. What else is new? I'm always overworked and underpaid. Always trying to get caught up, but you can never get caught up because the work never stops. I was telling my friend, I said, if anyone has ever worked labor and delivery and you've ever heard the term feast or famine, I said, we never have a famine at this job. It's always a feast. There's never downtime. There's never time to say, whew, that was a lot. Nope. I'm almost caught up. Nope. I'm way behind. Yes. So I'm waiting for, I guess we shouldn't want a famine because then you start have layoffs. So, but somewhere in the middle would be nice. I just want to get to retirement at this point in my life. If I can just make it through the next 5.5 years, I can say, see ya, wouldn't want to be ya. Maybe by then I have my 100,000 subscribers and I can say, ooh, I made it on the YouTube. A girl can only dream. Let me see what else is going on. Let me see. I'm looking. You need a new vacuum and a new iron. I also got a box of yarn, 2 crochet books, and a couple of doormats. I'm loving this Ollie place. I have to look that up. That sounds like a place I would like to hang out. It sounds like um Aldi's. It sounds like an like it would be an Aldi's. Um, oh my goodness. Oh, they have the premiere also? Oh, you got the Red Heart size 5. Oh, you did go on a shopping spree. Yeah, those yarn hauls always make you. That's why I stopped watching Crystal's Bag a Day Crochet. I stopped watching her yarn hauls. I said, nope, nope, I'm not watching anymore. Oh, it's like a Big Lots. Oh, okay. I wonder if our Big Lot has any yarn. I think I heard somebody say that the Big Lot had at some place. I'm sure it wasn't in Florida. uh, L-L-I, yeah. Oh, outlets, Ollie's Bargain Outlet. Okay, let's see. What are they saying? Uh-oh. I think I'm gonna take a road trip. They say it's one in West Palm Beach. OMG. Oh yeah, I'm gonna take a road trip. It's an American chain of discount retail stores founded in 1982 by Morton Bernstein and Butler. So Oliver comes from Ollie comes from Oliver Rosenberg. The first store was opened in Mechanicsburg, Pennsylvania, just outside of Harrisburg. Ah, they have one. OMG. I'll be taking a road trip. Let me see if they're open. Are they open tomorrow? Can you shop online? You can find contact information to any of our stores online at ollie's.us. Oh, I think I'll be, if I can't go tomorrow, I'm off Friday. I'll go over there Friday. That'll be a nice little road trip. It's like 45 minutes away from me. Let me see. Let me see. Can't believe it's right here. But it's at the outlet mall. I've been to that outlet mall. I wonder if this store has always been there. Wait a minute. Let me see. This is Cross Country Plaza. Maybe I haven't been to this one. Yeah, I think I have been to this one. Let me see what's in there. That's not. Is that it? I don't see. Hmm. Oh, yep, there it is. There's the sign. Oh my goodness. If I see a skein of yarn, I'm gonna lose my mind. Have all kinds of stuff in there. Oh my goodness. And it looks like it's a huge store too. Oh, they have eating area too. Does your store have an eating area too? Oh, Big Lot used to have yarn. Okay. Oh, they had the latte cakes. Oh man. Okay. Oh yeah, they show. It looks like yeah, they're eating here. Unless they have it all mixed up together, I'm not sure. Yep. Oh, look at the shoes. Oh my goodness. This cannot all be in the same store. I am not believing them now. Unless this store is humongous, they have all kinds of stuff in here. Yeah, that's a restaurant. I don't think that's it, but because these pictures are people taking these pictures. Yeah, yeah, I think they're all mixed up together. Well, I will be taking a trip. You see a lot of different kinds of stores or anything. I wonder if this is if, I don't know. Well, I'm going to go. Cross Country Plaza closes it closes at midnight. Let me see. So it's open tomorrow, 9 to 11 p.m. Yep, I might go there. If I don't go tomorrow, I'm definitely going Friday because I'm off. That's a nice little road trip. Gets me out of the house. Gets a lots and lots of sunshine. Hopefully it won't rain that day. Oh, Michael's had lattes on clearance. Oh, okay. Oh, you buy your K cups there. Oh, it's in Corpus Christi. Don't get upset with you all if I overspend. I am going to blame it on you all. Definitely. Gonna have me wandering around. I'll have lamps and rugs and yarn. Hopefully they have the yarn. If they have that metallic yarn, yep, I am going to lose it. I love that metallic yarn. I just don't want to pay $6 because I think it's like $5.99, something like that, a skein. That's just too. I have to be particular about my yarn, how much I shovel out for it, because it's not like I need another skein to my life. But you just have to always have something fresh. I don't know. I don't know if I was watching. Oh, it was. It was JoJo Juju. She said her goal is to. I think she was moving, so her goal was to try to use up all the yarn that she has, so she doesn't have to move it all to somewhere See where I was today. Place I hardly ever go to, but I was in the mood. So I got their chicken strips. Yes. Take a trip. Where are you, Vivian? Yeah, I've seen the premiere Hirschner's. What I usually, hey, Crafts by V Rose. Um, t how are you? I hope you came in and did a thumbs up. I'm glad to see you. Um, I like I wanted and I always miss it. I try to shop when they have free shipping because I think their shipping, and I know shipping costs a lot of money. So, oh, you're in Mississippi. M-I crooked letter I crooked letter. Anyway, I'm sure you learned that when you were young. That's how we learned how to remember how to spell Mississippi. M-I crooked letter I crooked letter I humpback I. That's how we learned how to. Yeah, I saw Mississippi was having problems with the weather as well. Oh, the yarn is hit and miss. They usually have it when the yarn company changes their color palettes or seasons. Yeah, that's when you get the bargains. It's just like going to Ross or TJ Maxx. You know, all their stuff is like last season's wear and whatever. I'm like, this is gonna be my season wear too. I bought a purse from TJ Maxx eons ago. Was it Ralph Lauren? I don't know, some name brand purse. It was a nice simple little purse and it was 20 bucks and I said, "Yep, that's my price." And my friend, she goes, they have the outlet, and that's why I'm wondering if this outlet mall is the same one. But they have a Coach outlet up in West Palm Beach area, and she would go up there and buy those Coach purses. I was like, girl, unless I have the $600, I'm not gonna spend $600 unless I have $600 to put in the purse. But everybody has their likes. She could afford it, so more power to her. I just don't. I think yarn is the only thing that I buy in excess. I don't buy anything else in excess. Yarn and crochet hooks. Those are my things that I buy in excess. I think I have 3 clover eye hooks and probably 4 J hooks because those are the hooks that I use the most. So I always have some project going on. So instead of trying to find just that one hook, I just have several of them to go with all of my projects. They all have their own hook. Neither one of my projects has to share, but that's bad. I should finish something before I start something. But I'm the kind of crocheter that I get bored looking at the same colors over and over again. So that's why I end up starting something new. It's new color. So, oh yeah, I can deal with this color for a little while. Then I'll go back to the other thing. Because that's why this should be, I think this is gonna be real pretty. I like that. Let me see. Woo! Lori. Yeah, next week will be better. Oh, you can use the Barnett blanket yarn? Yeah. Oh, you know, the when I got married the last time, I rented my dress. I was like, I don't need to pay for this dress. You know, as a woman, it's rare that a woman can put back on that same dress that they got married in 10 years from when they got married or 20 years from they got married, because once you start having children, your body changes, your curves are different. You have a love handle where you didn't have it when you got married. So I rented that dress and took it right on back to them, let them clean it and all, and rent it out to the next person. You know, the Furl Odyssey, aren't they the heavy ones though? I want to get a furls hook. I said, as a professional crocheter that I consider myself, I should have a furls hook, but I want to make sure the furls hook that I buy isn't that heavy one. And I think the Odyssey is the heavy one. I want one that's light. I was watching Claudette crochet. She had a a crochet hook. It was black and white. Oh, it was so pretty, and it looked like um it looked really light. And she's in Germany, so it's probably maybe something German made. But I don't know where she got that hook from. I sent her a message. I don't think she ever replied back to me. As I would love to have that hook because it looks really nice and light, and it's got a nice point to it. That's why I like these hooks. That's why I can't use those boy hooks because they don't have a um, um, deep enough in what area to grab the hook, grab the yarn, and yarn's always slipping when I use those. So I try to stay away from them. I keep them around for emergencies. If I can't find mine, I'll grab one of them, but they are not my go-tos at all. But yes, I want some furls. I won't say some. I want one. I want to get an eye hook and I want it in purple. So, but I want a different kind. I don't want that. They have a lot of different. I don't like the ones that's got the like little bumps. There, one then it's got a groove and then it's got another bump, then it's got another groove, and then it's got another bump. I said no, they don't even look like they would be comfortable to use. And the reason I like the clover so much is because this little padding here is smooth, it's comfortable on my hand. I don't get those marks on me. And the whatever they make this out of, aluminum, whatever it is, it's really smooth. And that's why I like them. As I said, I started with the Susan Bates and I graduated to the clovers and I never looked back. And they because now when I use my Susan Bates, because they don't have, they're thin, they don't have anything to grip, it's harder for me to use them because they're tiny. But I use when I work with cotton yarn, sometimes I'll use my Susan Bates because for some reason certain cottons, um, they just it glides over the Susan Bates better than the clover, which I don't understand, but I have found that to be um, one of the reasons why I will go back to. I wish I could find the and they have ones that have um, more of a handle to them, but they're not nice like the clovers are. I, I like them just as well because they grab the yarn the way I like it to be grabbed. And I don't have a lot of even some yarns you use and they'll split on you. I don't have real major problems sometimes with some of that splitting yarn because Karen Simply Soft splits on you like crazy. But I do like my clover hooks. So yeah, I'm definitely going to keep, I always try to keep track of those furls when they go on sale. But every time they go on sale, and I always look at the purple ones are always gone. I don't know. So many people like purple. I just want one pretty purple one. Oh, you have the handcrafted ones. Oh, the Odyssey is the heaviest. Okay. Yeah, the slim line. That's the one that looks lighter. Yeah. The only time I look at their website is when I'm on Facebook and you'll see an advertisement for it, and I'll click on it because it always says, "Oh, we have a sale," and I'll click on it. It's always the Odysseys that are on sale, and I was like, "Nope, don't want that." So no way I can wear it now. I kept it in case I had a girl. I had girls who might want it. I have two boys and engaged. One plans to do a JV wedding, so I'm not sure what to do with it now. Put it on. I mean, if it's in good condition, you can donate it or sell it. People are always getting married. You can always take it to a consignment shop if you, because it's really taking up extra room that you can put some yarn in. Don't listen to me. Don't listen to me. I'm always getting rid of something, saying I can put this there and I can put that there. I had the guy that put my new floor in this craft room. Now it's my office. I had him to put some shelves up so I could take some of the stuff that I had on the floor off the floor, and I needed a place to put my binders. So now I have that, and I look over there, and I still have yarn in my little $1 crates that I got from the dollar store, the Dollar Tree. I was like, well, that was good for a little while, and then of course, I started doing other projects, and before I knew it, I have now two of them on the floor with lots of yarn inside of them. That's all right. I am gonna get focused and I'm gonna get this cardigan done. I'm still, if you all heard me talk about that love throb blanket, love throb, heart throb blanket, whatever the blanket is, that I've been doing for my mother since the beginning of time. I am all of on row 50 of the 114 rows to complete just the body of the diagram of the blanket. She wants it big enough for a queen size bed. So that's where we are right now. But I put it next to my recliner. So I try to do, I was doing good for a while because my goal was to do a row every day. And I was doing really, really good for a while. I don't know how I got distracted from doing that. But now it's at row 50, so it's much bigger. So that means 50 corner to corner, 51 corner to corner, 52. So it's huge now, but I'm going to be good. I'm going to do another row tonight. I'm going to do another row tomorrow because I haven't picked it up in probably 2 weeks since I hit row 50. And I'm going to get to it. I definitely want to finish it. But once I get it finished, just making it bigger, that's going to be the headache. But I will get it done. It's been my goal for too long now. I like the Caron Simply Soft party too. I like that. Oh, yeah. Yep, that's going to be real pretty. Yeah, it does drape really well. Yeah, that splitting is like, what? Why did it do that? But it's nice yarn. I wish I had not. What did I do with that shawl that I made? It's a big shawl too. I'm sure it's in a bin somewhere, probably in the garage. Because all of that stuff that I don't need in the house, I just put it in bins in garage. So sometimes I'll leave it in the closet, but I don't see it in here. And this is where I usually put my winter stuff. That's all right. I will find it. Oh, yes, violet. Mm-hmm. You should send me a picture of that. I made a rainbow top. That's only because I like rainbows. And everybody kept saying, they're gonna think you're gay. I was like, it's a rainbow. What does that have to do with it? That's what it means. I was like, it's a rainbow. Oh, I said, everybody has to put a label to things. Rainbows can't be rainbows anymore. They just got to be attached to something else. So of course now I don't wear it anymore. I wore it. We went to this is pre-COVID. They have the Funk Fest in Orlando, and my girlfriend and I used to go. We've been going for like the past 3 or 4 years prior to the prior to COVID, and so that was the last time I wore it. The last time we went, that was 2 years ago now. Yep, I think it's been 2 years. Yeah, because we didn't go last year, so it had to be the year before. And I'm sure we probably won't be going this year either. That's another thing. I know a lot of these artists are losing a lot of money because they can't go touring. And unless they're making new music, they're probably not making any money. That's why you have to manage your money wisely. Always save for a rainy day if you can. Never know. Susie Orman always says, always have emergency money for 6 months, 6 or 9 months. I forgot what she said. Um, I have yet to get to that level. It's always been my goal, but have yet to get to that level. Oh, Lori's gonna send me. I forgot. I have I updated my hat because Hazel Eyes found an error in my pattern, and one of my subscribers, let me find it. She told me she made the hat, and I told her to send me a picture. I was like a proud mama. I was so it just warms my heart when I see other people make things that I created. Here it is. Katrina of Mindful Craft. Let me see. Where is it? Where is it? Hope you can let me. Oh, I hate when I can never figure out how to do this so you can see it. Oh, I'm over here. I hope I'm not blinding anybody. You can see that hat. That's the hydrangea motif hat, and she did it for my pattern. I was so happy. So happy. I love that. I think she's the third person that I saw recreate one of my patterns. It just makes me so happy because that is why I do this channel, because I love to crochet and I love to see and people do things that I've done or tell me that they understood my pattern, because I always wondered, did I make it make sense? Is it easy to follow? Because even when I Hazel sent me the message that she got stuck at one of the places, I had to actually watch my own tutorial to do the hat because I had it written in a binder, but I could not find my pattern at the time. So I had to watch my own video in order to do the hat again. And then when I did the hat again, I found a second error. So that's why I had to do that updated video of it. But that's good. Next time I do a hat pattern, I'm going to send it out to other people to make sure that it is correct. Because I posted that the hydrangea motif pattern, I put it in my Etsy shop. And I say, what? It's already on YouTube. You never know. Somebody may not watch me on YouTube and they may see it and want to do it themselves. But I'm going to definitely get back into. I have all my pattern. I found my pattern binder after I watched my whole video, so I was able to write it correctly now. So all those patterns that I have sitting in there, I'm going to have to write them out and get them uploaded. So much to do and so little time to do it. Yes, I'm going to go to. Wow, I've been on for an hour and 25 minutes. Oh, didn't even realize I've been on that long. All right, ladies. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. It's been a good night. I got you all caught up with the news. Now you all can go and know that you're updated. Anyway, I will see you all next Saturday. I hope you all have entered into my giveaway. And if you sent me a message of congrats, I appreciate it. Thank you so much. This is a great milestone to finally get to. And hopefully it'll keep going. So have a good night, everybody. And I'll see you on Saturday if you're available. And hopefully I'll put up another video sometimes this week. If not, I'll see you Saturday. Have a good night. Take care. Bye-bye.